In this video we show all you need to know about visiting the village of Therma on Ikaria island. Therma is famous for its Radon thermal bath, which are hot springs with strong healing powers known since antiquity.
Before Therma, we stayed in the village of Pharos near Ikaria's airport. Check out our other videos about this town, which is a great place to explore the ancient ruins of Trikano, and visit less known radon thermal baths at Agia Kyriaki. That was a real hidden gem that mostly locals only know about.
Curious to learn about Ikaria and the longevity of its inhabitants, we stayed on the island for 2 months from May to June. Therma was very quiet and peaceful in mid-May. We stayed in an Airbnb perfect for 2 people right by the beach. The hot spring spas were just steps away from our place as well.
As we walked on the streets of Therma, we could not help but think about how Ikaria opened up to tourism only recently. Before the 1980s, electricity was non-existent on the island and there were few roads that connected small villages. Ikarians had to walk along steep mountainous trails to get from town to town. Even today, Ikaria is no Santorini and its infrastructure is still being developed. We foreign tourists are very fortunate to have rental cars, roads, electricity, and internet available to us on the island.
The first order of business for us was to find water and food in Therma.
We found a fountain of youth.
I don't know if you can drink the water, but it is nice and cool.
We didn't know if the tap water was drinkable, so we decided to buy a bottled water instead.
So compared to Pharos, what do you think, Therma?
Yeah, it's more of a city.
Yeah, so it's definitely more touristy. The buildings are geared towards tourists. Apparently there are 2 stores, they're mini markets. We're trying to find them.
The town has 2 mini markets. They're somewhere here, close to each other. Greece is predominantly Christian Orthodox. When you walk around, you may see these baby churches. These are called ikonostasis or kandilakia in Greek. They're small box-like shrines located on the roadside where an accident or a miracle happened and someone got saved.
I think you can even light a candle there. I think this is the store.
When we arrived to the mini markets, they were unfortunately closed during that week.
So we came to the store. It's not really a store, just kind of like a small corner. There are a few things and looks like they're going through construction or repairs. And the guy told us, oh, come back on Monday. But inside, there's really no fresh produce. It's mostly like pasta, some drinks. So, yeah, so I think we're just gonna walk to Agios Kirykos. It's like 20-minute walk.
But it's up the mountain.
Up the mountains, yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of up and downs.
But I'm not sure, what about water? What are we gonna do about water?
Yeah, it's a problem.
Maybe we can drink the water here?
I don't know, we should taste it first. So we'll figure it out. But it's definitely a change compared to Pharos.
Yeah.
Pharos was, wow, that was very convenient over there in a big store. That was a surprise to us.
So walking to Agios Kirykos for food was our only option. Of course there are restaurants in Therma if you prefer eating out. There are at least 4 that we counted.
Okay, I think we covered Therma. So it's a small town, but really nice, very relaxed, few people. We'll be probably going to thermal springs for the most part. I mean, that's the whole reason.
And so we decided to haul food from Agios Kirykos. Actually, many tourists still go to Agios Kirykos to eat out, since there are many more restaurants in the capital of Ikaria. The walk is very pleasant and it takes about 25 minutes. On the way, you may notice many free-roaming goats.
Look, you can milk the goat.
Goats eat mostly herbs and shrubs.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
But they also munch on olive and other trees, which have even caused some problems in the past. Apparently, there were so many of them roaming the ancient forest of Franti on Ikaria that they started destroying those old trees.
There's also this beautiful white and blue church of the Ascension with a picturesque view on the Ikarian Sea. As you probably noticed, we did not rent a car in Ikaria. Instead, we relied on taxis to hop from one village to another. There is really no ground public transportation on the island, but there is a ferry that goes from Agios Kirykos to Karkinagri with a few stops on the way. We used it and it was super convenient and cheap.
So, the main reason people come to Therma is to enjoy the saline hot mineral springs. These springs contain one of the largest concentrations of radon in Greece. Radon is a mildly radioactive gas and helps relieve many ailments and disease symptoms. It is very common for people with arthritis and skin issues to feel relief after several treatments. The Ikarian hot springs have a temperature that ranges from 88 to 136 degrees Fahrenheit.
Depending on the water source, the radioactivity can be barely registering or astronomical high right next door. There are several spas in the town. The cost is around €5. Unfortunately, they were closed in May. We later learned that they are typically open towards the end of May each year. Because these hot spring centers capture mineral water right from the source, the radon concentration there is very high.
Conversely, there is a natural outdoor communal enclave where anyone can bath for free. There, the mineral water mixes with the seawater. For this reason, you get at least 5 to 10 times smaller exposure to radon compared to paid spas. So, if you have serious ailments and need intense treatment, spas would be your best option.
This communal bath can get really crowded, especially during the day. It is best to come here early in the morning, but even so, we came here once at 6:30 a.m. and there were people. To get here, you will need to climb through these rocky stairs with railings. We saw a few senior women struggling to come down the water.
It is recommended to bath for no more than 20 minutes on an empty stomach at least 3 hours after your last meal. The water at this communal place is mostly cold with a few warm places. People will crowd them out fast.
However, there is a secret place for 2 people max on the right at the back. You will need to scramble through some rocks. Unfortunately, the water temperature can be either pleasant or scorching hot. It varies by day. If it's not too hot, you may have this hidden place all to yourself.
It's pretty shallow, so maybe like 2 people can fit in here. And today is like a very, very hot day, so the springs themselves are very hot.
Moreover, the mineral water in this pocket does not mix much with the seawater. For this reason, the radon concentration could be higher here. Most of the therapeutic treatment by radon gets through inhalation and the remainder via contact with the skin.
So, what kind of effect can you expect after bathing in thermal hot springs? Well, let us tell you.
We were reading like reviews for that spa, like right next door. There was one guy, he was saying like, oh, I went there and I felt effects massively afterwards. And we were sitting here and like wondering like, what is it? I mean, if you have some ailments or I guess like arthritis, you probably feel...
Maybe you feel the pains first and then they go away.
Yeah, so maybe you feel like they go away, so maybe that's one symptom. But what if you don't really have anything like...
Yeah, the first few times especially.
Yeah, so what happens?
So one thing that I felt yesterday especially, like I typically do some little workouts, and so yesterday I felt like my muscles just wouldn't listen to me. Like this is very rare because I do this regularly, and it's not like I'm sick or anything. I'm definitely not, but that was really strange. Like I've never felt anything during the day, especially. It was like in the morning, and then by the like 5-6 p.m. yesterday, I was just falling asleep. I just couldn't stay awake.
And before all these nights, we went to bed at like 10, 11 because we weren't sleepy, which is also strange because we always slept at around 10. But now we have like, I guess, not insomnia, but we slept later than usual. So I think that's also an effect of the hot springs here.
After bathing to the point of dizziness, we left our hidden place in about 20 minutes. Instead of getting on land through those stairs, we decided to swim all the way to the beach, passing under this marina boardwalk on the way. The water was refreshingly cold, but very pleasant after the heat of the mineral springs.
We hope you enjoyed this video and that you will visit Ikaria one day. It is an amazing place with beautiful nature and very kind and friendly people. Oh, look at my hands, they're red. Subscribe to our channel for more of our travels on Ikaria and around the world. Thank you for watching.